TA gusto Immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
But we'll see.
Well, let's put you on the spot here with your counting stuns. A little bit of trouble there, but able to TP himself away. Meanwhile, First Blood goes down in the top lane, and as Cloud, well, first 2 times he was able to walk away from that aggressive maneuver. The 3rd time around, Phantom and Smiling Knight take him down.
Yeah, the Inkswell.
Not a lot of attention being paid, but Wingblade, do you think there's an equilibrium? Oh, hold on. Afterlife's going to get jumped in on, so we'll go back to that point in a second. Nice shackles coming in from Soyu to allow Afterlife to TP away, but now your Shadow Shaman is the one in trouble. He's just going to have to try and walk himself out of this, and don't think he's making it. One more hit. He would like to be, but he might still try for something just because, well, if he doesn't, this is going to happen. He gets jumped in on, and Hayes very quickly blows him up.
Very nicely done there by Rune, though. Nice chain stun. No chance for a response.
And now Arrow gonna get to soak a little mana for a burrow, so if they see an opportunity, they could try for it. But as you alluded to previously, Smiling Knight, as long as he's here, he's gonna sort of be the anchor for this duo, and they really don't seem to have the damage to bring him down.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
Nice rotation by Melody.
Bottom lane's kind of disappeared.
Yeah, and I really like that movement from Afterlife, recognizing that there is really very little to gain.
Line 2 in the top lane. Melody, though, has arrived. Rolling Thunder in will get him 1 return kill onto Cloud, but not sure how much he's going to be able to do after. And yeah, Hayes still has the haste. And there's going to be the jump. Can he get the Vortex? Not quite yet, but he will get it the 2nd time into the arrow. Excellent play from Rune. That's not ideal. You don't get much damage onto the tower. TA 2000 sort of ate most of the farm from those Serpent Wards as well, and one kind of falls apart a little bit, and now here comes Rune Eaters. They are smoked and hit by the Moonlight Shadow, so they would like to make a move.
And BKB for the Storm.
There it is. Burrow strikes in as well. They catch onto 2, and they're just going to start blowing up heroes. Phantom and Soyu both drop low and taken down. Afterlife is going to try to get out with the portal, but he's pulled back by the Vortex before he can go through. Hayes, maybe team fights sort of get a little bit easier later down the line if you do have those auras for your team.
I guess. But yeah, I'm really not a fan of the way that One Move was playing it in the past few minutes. We're just farming jungle, and the BKBs are scary, but you do need to do something, and this is exactly what they're doing now. Is the IO close enough for a relocate? Doesn't look like it.
They do take down Hayes, but now the reinforcements have arrived. Cloud, though, Cloud just got blown up. Melody was able to hit him, and Kiori kind of caught in no man's land. He'll tether up to TA 2000, and should be enough to keep him safe for the time being. But they still need to turn the rest of this fight. Melody, though, starting to run out of backup himself. He's got Pantomime with him, and that's really it. And now they're sort of getting split up. Pantomime looks for the TP home. He's going to be able to make it out of there while Melody will track down TA 2000 and Kiori are already backing off. So they need a different angle. They are sort of breaking their way through the west side jungle now, but they have enough time. They actually see Hayes instead. That would be a much better target. They're going to jump in onto him. They get the Silence, the Hex, the Soulbind. They're going to be able to blow up these kills. TA 2000 was just relocated in, so he is going to try and fight his way through this one, but he and his teammate are just getting sort of bounced around right now. Kiori has to make sure he doesn't go down, but he will in fact fall, so TA2K is just sort of fighting here by himself. Arrow coming in, trying to help out, and that does allow the Razor to pick up a couple of comes the jump. Rune Eaters making their way over. They are going to run into the CK first, and Smiling Knight, there's just no backup. His teammates are close, but not nearly close enough, and without the Chaos Knight, yeah, it's time to go. They're going to try and portal away as best as they can. Can Hayes pull anyone? No. Fortunately, he usually... No, don't do it.
Jumping.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, okay. They're going to do it. Making their way towards the middle lane, trying to get onto Afterlife. Can they finish him off in time? They can't get him, but they'll get Melody, far more valuable, and actually, Afterlife didn't pull himself back down bot, so they will get both kills. Arrow.
Sand King is just killing it with the Sandstorm.
Through the wards, and oh, Hayes, okay. He's going to make a move, pops the BKB, looking for the Grim Stroke here. Not quite enough damage to finish him off right away. But now the TA 2000, oh my god, Razor comes into play, but that was a lot of damage out from Smiling Knight. He's going to be able to blow up Hayes, and TA 2000 He is actually losing a lot of health right now. He's going to get hit by the Basher, but Kiori saves the day. Coming in with the heal, relocates back. And they are going to be able to sort of swing that one their way.
Oh,
Cloud
Rose is dying. It's dead.
Oh my god. The Serpent
what?
Ward. In their way up top. One move. Don't spread out too much because Hayes, yep, he's looking for the jump in. They're going to go straight onto the Shadow Shaman once again. Soyu's already dead, and Smiling Knight just kind of getting blown up here as well. The Phantasm's not going to do him much good. Oh boy. Not great. Afterlife.
Ooh, no buyback.
Himself away, and yeah, there's no
Should
buyback.
be another set of Rex.
A token level of resistance, I suppose, but if you're Rune Eaters, you know, if the CK's not up, they're not actually going to fight you. Hayes. Zipping in. Able to get onto the Underlord. They've got him stunned up. Soulbind, though, coming out into the double silence. Melojul's now going to roll forward as well. They are looking for the kill onto Hayes. They do manage to bring him down. Well, I was saying...
A ton of damage, but I don't think they want to take a full 5-on-5 here.
Hayes is zipping. He's looking for it. He's going to get onto Pantomime. Cloud with a two-man burrow strike, locking him down. They find the first kill. They want Smiling Knight as well. Man, this CK... I mean, listen, when he gets the Phantasm out, Rune Eaters want the fight into the Roche Pit and see if they can now sort of get the angle. Okay, Hayes doesn't need an angle. He's just going to zip in. They're going to go straight onto the Chaos Knight, trying to lock him down. Burrow Strike's going to come through. TA was able to connect there with that static link, so they're going to take down Smiling Knight first. He'll immediately buy back into the fight, trying to rejoin his teammates, but he already used his TP earlier, so it's on cooldown. But while that happens, the fight goes down. They do drop a portal for him, so he's able to rejoin immediately. But they still need to deal with Hayes. They're going to be able to hit him up with the first root, but they find that kill. Melojul's been taken down, and now, outside of Smiling Knight, you have some serious damage issues to deal with. Lack of damage, I suppose, is... The window is tight here. They're already losing Roche. Cloud, though, is going to just make the move. TA2000 in with the static link. They're going to lock down Smiling Knight again. They need to be able to kill him off here. He just bought back, cannot afford to die, but they are going to be able to finish him off. Cloud falls as well, but the Sand King quickly buying himself back into the game in one move. They're kind of going all in for this one. They realize the CK is dead and he's not coming back. We have to take this fight, but there's going to be the Vortex pulling into the Aghanim Scepter upgrade, doing some work here as Melojul is dropping low. Not dead just yet, though. But I don't think he's going to be able to get out of the pit. They will take him down. Now they can focus on Afterlife exclusively. He did grab the Aegis there, but 2 lives just means he's going to die twice.
They did get the Aghanims on Grimstroke, which is nice, I suppose. Drone should be easy enough.
Serpent Wards are, well, they're there, but they're not going to do much good. The GG will be called, and one move will concede defeat here as Rune Eaters. Solid show, taking the opening match of this best of 3.
Yep.
I guess kind of answers the question in terms of which draft might be favored here. This really does feel like Rune Eaters are going to be able to... Siphon not doing a crazy amount of damage, but Melojul is here. They spun out the Kunkka. Will he drop the arena? Yes, he will. Spear Stun comes through. There's going to be that haunt. Smiling Knight was waiting for his moment, and they are directly in onto the Kunkka. They haven't finished him off yet, but they will bring him down. The puck arrived for like 2 seconds before realizing damage onto this tier 1. You either need the fight or you need the tower, and they are going to look for the tower. And Wingblade, it's not 4 heroes, it's 5. They brought literally everyone into this lane now. And there's the jump. Melojul going to get hit up. They get the silence. They got the torrent down onto him. Pantomime tries to buy some time with the shard, or the wards rather, but it's not going to be enough. Melojul still falls, but they do have the Sand King trapped up. Cloud is not really getting himself out of here. The Sandstorm is not useful directly under it. That's sort of cooldown dependent than their opponents are with some of these ults as... Ooh, Melojul, that is unfortunate. Arena's down, but he misses with the spear. And now the Kunkka's just going to try and keep heroes in position so his teammates can arrive and do some damage. As they're able to take down the Mirana. Cloud actually blinks away from the Mirana to get the stun on a Pantomime. They'll clean him up as well. Cloud, that is...
Teasing people, you know? I should just stick to flaming.
Yeah, if you flame him, then you can claim that you motivated them. So that's always the trick, but...
That is how it works, yeah.
I'm going to try and do something here. Haunt's back up. Oh, okay. They're going to haunt in. Quick kill onto Arrow. Nicely done. Kiori... I don't think he's getting out of here either, but the arrow does miss. They don't actually want to chase onto the tower. I don't know how confident you're going to be pushing into all of this, but you're going to give it a go. Cloud pushes in. Soyu is dropped low. That arena connects onto pretty much no one. Now they get the Dream Coil into the Torrent, but Oh, we saw this the last time around, Wingblade. These Serpent Wards will eventually kill Roshan, so they need to get in there at some point. They're going to look for the fight instead. They don't quite get the X combo, but they do still get the burrow, so Afterlife is in some trouble. There's going to be the Soulbind into the double silence. They take him down. They take down Melojewel as well, and this is falling apart for one move. They are getting run down. Pantomime will fall. Smiling Knight's just trying to get back into the pit, desperately looking for the Aegis, and he does pick it up, but he'll immediately lose that life. And they kill him a second time, though. Not going to be easy, but they're going to give it a go. They get the silence, they get the Inkswell stun. Soyo, meanwhile, trying to run interference here, but it's not going to do much good. The burrow will finish him off. Smiling Knight will die inside of the Fiend's grip without having to commit the whole team. Uh-oh. Cloud's going to jump in. Melojewel's been hit up. They hit him with the Soulbind. Not going to latch anyone yet, but now there's going to be that Epicenter into the Dream Coil as well. Haze finds a second target. Knight, I don't know about that one. He is going to haunt in. He's looking for the kill onto Arrow, but at this point, yeah, he is vulnerable. They'll hit him up with the Fiend's Grip, keeping him locked down. The silence now comes in as well. They're going to lock him down with the... Oh, man. The stun from the Sand King, and...
But your carry has a good time. That's totally worth it. They spot Cloud, but he just finished his BKB.
Well, Pantomime's going to get jumped in on again. He's taken down immediately. Afterlife's BKB is active, but being used almost exclusively defensively at this point. But Melojewel is trying to bide his time, trying to wait it out. Knight is going to come in with that ult, but by the time he arrives, they've already lost two. Melojewel is surrounded. Yikes. That's the best way to describe that. Knight is in, but it's far too late, and this is the problem with the Spectre right now. Even if he does haunt in a team fight like that, it feels like he's not enough of a different lane, so... Good to see the fight break out. They spot Afterlife. Cloud's going to jump in. BKB, though, comes out, and Smiling Knight is going to jump in. He's looking for that backline, wants to take out Kiori first, but he is going pretty far into that back line and has to make sure he doesn't outrun his own supports. But I think they're going to be okay. They spot Kiori. They're just going to be able to isolate him and take him down. The problem is, it's just pretty much a one-for-one trade. They lose the Mirana on the other.
In this game. Ooh,
See
they
him.
spot Afterlife. That's a big deal.
Go BKB for 20. This is doable. But Hunka needs a little bit of backup. His teammates are a little bit slow to arrive. They will get in here now. As Cloud connects with the Burrow Strike, he's going to channel out the Epicenter, and this should be enough damage. Melojewel comes in, but it's a little bit too late. But now Smiling Knight into the fight as well. They're going to look for the Sand King kill, and they do find it. Do they want to go any further? Pantomime pushes in. They get the Hex down onto the puck. The Shackles will follow it up. They're going to try to keep Haze alive, but... Actually, I was going to say he's still in trouble, but he does manage to kind of get himself out of there. Meanwhile, Smiling Knight is going to get stunned up, silenced as well. They might just look to turn. Haze cleans up Melojewel on the back line, tracking him down. So Spectre... Oh, if they could just wait.
Properly, that's huge.
There's the Nightmare. Oh, this is a terrible play. They get him with the Fiend's Grip. And, oh, Haze, he just saw that arrow get through. Pops the ult. Haze, though, is going to try and jump in. And, ooh, Cloud actually misses with the Burrow Strike. Now Smiling Knight is going to take his chance, but Kaori just pops that Shadow Amulet, so instead they go into Arrow. They will be able to kill him off, but they need to find more. But up to the north, their heroes are getting a little bit isolated. Pantomime gets taken down right away. Afterlife's BKB is going to come to an end here, so he needs to be careful he doesn't get caught out, but for now he's going to be fine. Rune Eaters fall back. They lose their second support as Kiori... Well, it's already too late. I was going to say you can't really afford to let this go for free, but they just straight up can't reach it in time. And, oh, they're onto Haze. They're able to hit him up. There's the Arena into the Spear stun. Haze gets taken down, so all of a sudden, Wingblade, one move are starting to look quite a bit stronger than they were just, what, 5?
The fight, and you force a really big fight, which is not what you want.
Melojewel makes the jump. Arrow's already dead. He'll buy back immediately, but now the Kunkka's been hexed up on the front line. TA2K is going to pop the BKB and try and fight his way through this as they do throw down that Ghost Ship. Haze, meanwhile, try to get onto the back line, but this puck really just doesn't have the damage to find the minutes now. He just keeps getting picked off around that same time as Haze... Okay, silence onto Melojewel. Can they actually do this, though? There's going to be the X into the Torrent, into the Ghost Ship, into the Burrow Strike. That's a lot of damage. And they do blow him up. Soyu, meanwhile, got clipped by the Nightmare. They're going to go in for it. Fiend's Grip deployed. That is the timing that they needed. Smiling Knight had Shadow Step, but sort of body to that fight. So Spectre has to back away. Rune Eaters buy some time. And Cloud is well, he's a little bit too far forward here. He is going to get picked off, but with Hayes and TA2000 in the fight, they might just be able to turn this one around. The Spectre really doesn't have any backup right now. The Silence is going to come in, and they're going to be able to finish him off here. It's a little bit of extra damage. Pantomime was close, but he actually teeped forward as Roche going down here. Arrow was dodged by the puck, but that does mean that it hits onto the Kunkka, and Melojewel, he's going to make his move, trying to push in. Smiling Light jumping forward as well. The Kunkka is going to get taken down. Buyback is available for him. He'll immediately use it. But what can they really do here? Kaori actually tried to channel out the Fiend's Grip. That did not last very long. As the Bane gets picked off, Cloud now forced to retreat, but they're going to jump right onto him with that overwhelming blink, and I do not know if Cloud's getting away. Afterlife actually kind of stopped chasing after him. So maybe the Sand King will be able to get away, but on the other side of the fight, Hayes was able to grab the Aegis, and he is looking for kills. He took down Melojewel with the help of the Kunkka. They're trying to get onto Soyu as well. Hayes, though, got to be careful of his own life. Afterlife was trying to get on top of him. The BKB and the Illusory Orb will allow him to jump away, and Rune Eaters, well, they salvage it. Right, they get the
Illusions.
Oh, hold on a sec. They're going to make the jump in onto Cloud. Trying to get through him as quickly as possible. They do find that kill, and now TA2000. Is this a fight he really wants? He is by himself right now. Hayes is trying to come over, and he does get onto the back line. He hasn't been able to find any actual sort of kills just yet. Meanwhile, the Kunkka has lost his BKB, and Hayes actually gets hexed up. They're going to be able to take him down. No, they're not. He's fighting his way through this. Even if they do finish him off, he does have the Aegis to work with, so they are going to look to set up. And Knight, all of a sudden, where's his backup? Afterlife got a little bit too far away. Smiling Knight will fall, and this is not good. Death Prophet refreshing, going for the BKB into another ult, just trying to keep this fight going as the Kunkka goes in for the kill onto Soyo. He'll get it, but it costs him his own life. But at this point, I think this is still going to work. If you're Rune Eaters, you're not going to be able to push forward, but you did find the kills. The problem is, they are pushing to a potential smoke on the other side, so see who pops first. Soyu is going to get spotted out. Burrow Strike kind of puts him on the high ground, but they do get that play onto Arrow once again, able to take him down. Grimstroke buying back immediately. He was able to throw down the Soulbind, which leads into the double Fiend's Grip, but they're not able to keep it going long enough. And this is where things start to turn. Kaori's going to get taken down. Both the supports are dead. Cloud is looking for his moment, but there's really not a whole lot for him to do. He already popped the ult. TA2000 is going to die. This is turning into a bit of a disaster. Hayes is able to get himself away at least, and it looks like Cloud might escape as well. He's going to BKB TP home, and he will be okay, but that is not great for Rune Eaters. At least the fight isn't, but you look at this. Hayes actually went back in.
With the Spectre. 150 attack speed and a bounty every 40 seconds. Not bad.
Sees his target. It's Hayes who gets jumped in on. That's not a hero you could afford to lose there. Pantomime's just able to get the jump with the blink into the shackles, and Hayes has his buyback available. They want to either take the objective or force out that buyback, preferably both, as they're just going to commit for this. The Exo comes in. They drop the Serpent Wards as well. At this point, Rune Eaters, they're just not ready for this. The buyback will finally come through from Hayes. They got to try and do something, but it's Afterlife on the front line, and now Pantomime comes in. Another Hex. Hex into Shackles, striking a second time. Meanwhile, those are some awkwardly placed arenas, but they're going to do their job. Hayes and Kiori both taken down. TA2000 trying to fight really by himself right now, but just nothing for him to do. He wasn't able to dish out as much damage as they needed. They lost the entire bottom lane of Rax. Wingblade, the team fight effort from Rune Eaters is just a little bit too spread out right now. And
yeah, this is done.
Yeah, Kunkka can't do anything. He's very tanky, but he doesn't have the damage to really push all the way through this, and Tier 4 towers are under attack. Rune Eaters will have maybe one last attempt at this, but there's just nothing for them to do. Spear Stun comes in. There's going to be that step onto the Kunkka. They hit him up with the Nullifier. He's not dead yet, but eventually they will finish him off. TA2000 gone. Cloud dead. They're going to go into the Fountain for Kaori. They get that kill as well, and the GG will be called. Takes him over an hour, Wingblade, but one move. They get the win, and they tie up the series.
It looked so good for Rune. The past two games we saw him as a position 5, and it's going to be interesting to see how his impact is going to differ in his playstyle too. Because last few against the Mirana, I've seen that go wrong very often. Arrow.
Ooh, a little risky.
A bit spooky.
Pantomime's coming over here too. There's the slow into the Arrow. Ugh, Arrow. To get himself picked off there, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, both mids are actually having a lot of fun here. Just hitting creeps.
Top lane, Cloud might have gotten himself into a little bit of a bad way here. The sentry's down, so the Sandstorm is not providing him as much protection. He's now rooted by the Dark Troll Summoner. Somebody's got to hit him. There we go. Phantom M comes in there to finish the job. Arrow is here, but didn't really accomplish much either. So,
Ooh, Phantom Man is gonna be in trouble now.
Okay. I just said your first death wasn't that big of a deal, man, but you die again. That's a little more problematic. So, Leader's able to find one, and now they're looking at the bottom lane to get the Cold Feet proc onto Afterlife, who now doesn't have his support as Sayu rotated away, but again, he's going to be taken down. But up in the top lane, that is a far more valuable trade-off. Haze and Cloud push in. Both have to commit the ults, but they take down Smiling Knight. That Spectre is going to get set back a little bit. Cloud, you would love to get more damage onto this tower, and the Siege Wave is coming, so if he keeps up this push, they might just be able to do this, but Phantom M's coming in to try and defend this. He's losing his creep, though, but he's pulled the aggro sufficiently enough where I think this is still going to work out, or maybe not, because Cloud's got backup coming. And Phantom M is just going to get picked off. There's a TP coming in from Smiling Knight, though, and his teammates are coming up from behind. Can they actually do this? Kiori is going to get rooted up. Just go for the Ice Blast at point blank. Nope. Delays a little bit too long because of that stun. The Ice Blast doesn't actually get the connection. Now they're going to just jump straight in onto Cloud. Burrow Strike will actually buy him some time, and Haze, he is turning this. Smiling Knight's just going to get burned through. He's dead. And over in the middle lane, they made another... Excuse me, made another... Yeah, I mean... Oh, hold on. They're going to make the jump. Arrow quickly taken down. Cloud is kind of by himself up here against Melojewel as well. They're going to throw the arrow after the Searing Chains. They'll lock him down, and back in the bottom lane, they were able to take out Kiori as well, so they get 3 quick kills. Afterlife will pay with his life, but you take the 3 for 1. Pretty nice play there from one move, and kind of surprising. Rune Eaters are the ones with Night farming up those sort of stacked camps, but Spectre's already moved away, but at this point, Rune Eaters really kind of have to know exactly where he is. He wasn't north, he's not east, so he's got to be south, and well, Arrow, okay. Arrow got the Hex into the Shackles. Look at those TPs coming through. They're going all in onto that Spectre. They should be able to find the kill. Cloud very nearly dies to the Blade Mail Dispersion combo, but they're able to find it. And Arrow, very nice reaction times there. He knows the Spectre, if she's trying to get away, can really only jump onto you, and fast fingers with the Hex Shackle combo.
You just constantly use like quick cast Hex behind you. You can actually just kill the illusion before Spectre can get on top of you every single time.
This is a little awkward. Yeah, Kunkka trying to find that kill onto Phantom M. They did hit him with the Ice Blast, so not healing up immediately in the fountain, but yeah, they won't get the kill. But if they can get Afterlife, that is going to be far more valuable. Haze is coming in with the burn, and well, cool. Phantom M gets away, but no offense to Kunkka, but when he does get it, at this point in his item build, it's a little unusual as well. As Arrow blinks forward, going to be able to get down the Hex into the Shackles, into the wards, into an Ice Blast. They just throw everything they've got at Afterlife, and they are able to find the kill. Cloud is actually stuck in his teammates' wards here, unless... There we go. Waits for the Blink Dagger and gets out, but that's a little bit awkward. But if you're Arrow, this is a little bit of what we were talking about, right? Playing the 4 instead of the 5 on the Shadow Shaman, that Blink sort of comes up a little bit earlier, and you now have a lot more to work with in terms of your ability to get aggressive. And speaking of aggression, Melojewel, okay. Just going to let the burn finish off Kaori. Over on the other side of the fight, though, Phantom M is going to get traded out, but if you're Rune Eaters, you need much more than that. They are trying to keep heroes here in the sort of river area, but Cloud, he's just taking too much damage. He's got to try to back off, but Melojewel comes back in. There's the Sleight of Fist. They do get the X onto Knight, though. They'll pull him back into the Torrent, into the Ghost Ship. They get the Lasso down as well. Can one move actually get in here to defend this? I do not think so. Smiling Knight will go down. Melojewel, though, keeping the fight going. Still has a lot of damage to work with, and Afterlife jumps in with the Arena into the Spear to finish it off. Melojewel grabs the triple. And it is going to be a dead Enchantress, so Rune Eater is able to make a couple of plays across the map, and as you just sort of alluded to, Wingblade, you have to have your supports up to make those plays. Kaori is unfortunately gonna get himself picked off, but Got the cold feet down onto Melojul before he died. The problem is, BKB comes in. Melojul's going to be just fine. Cloud's going to look for the TP home.
Ooh,
Does
Sentry's
manage to
just
make it
out of
away.
range.
Now they turn their attention onto Soyu. They'll hit him up with the X into the Torrent. Firefly coming through. Arrow blinks in for the Hex and the damage, and... Okay. They will find that kill. Kaori...
Enemy team, and they haven't been able to shut it down. Okay, Ori. No, run.
Will get taken down. They got the lasso onto Melojul, though, so... They'll take that trade-off now. They're going to turn their attention onto Afterlife. They pull him back in with the X. Flame Break's going to knock him back further, and they do find the kill, but now Arrow... Well, he was left to sort of be the distraction, and unfortunately, in this case, distraction means sacrifice, but... Though, there's that SNY actually kind of coming into play with the status resistance. They weren't able to get the arrow off in time, but now the fight is breaking out. They're going to jump forward. Melojul with a quick kill onto Kaori. He was able to get an Ice Blast off, but it's not really going to be enough. Arrow gets picked as well, and these supports just continue to be easy kills for one move. Oh, Cloud got clipped by the arrow.
Nice blind arrow.
They're right in onto him. Soyu cuts through the trees with the Force Staff. Spear flies through, and able to find that third kill, so it's not just the supports getting taken down, and... Well, Spectre doesn't have 2 lives to work with anymore, so... Maybe you can make something happen, but as I said, they need the perfect initiation, and right now they're the ones getting jumped in on. Hayes dropped low. His BKB is going to get active, so he's not dead just yet. Kaori, though, is. He's going to buy back almost immediately, but Arrow is going to get picked off as well. Hayes still has to retreat because he's low on HP, but look at Melojul go. Doesn't want to let him make the retreat, but the lasso's there, but it's actually going to get reflected by the Lotus, so Hayes just stuns himself. He will fall. This fight is turning into a disaster. Cloud missing with the Burrow Strike. Arena thrown down. Spear Stun's going to be there. One move regrouping and pushing back in as Hayes will fall. Doesn't have a buyback available. Arrow dead now as well. TA2000 is going to get picked off, and one sort of... If they can pick up the supports again, that's basically a one fight, just every single time. Rune Eaters are getting sort of cut off with half their lineup dead, but now... They really want to try this. Cloud is thinking about it. Their smoke does pop. And now here comes Melojul, pushing onto the high ground. Kaori immediately dead. Arrow gone as well. And I don't know if they're going to be able to do this. TA2000 needs to pop his BKB, but he's just stun locked forever. He's not able to get it off. He will fall. No buyback available. And there's the GG. A one move needed one last fight to close the deal, and they get exactly the fight that they needed. Rune Eaters just... Oh.